Hello YouTube, how's everyone doing? It's Professional here. Welcome back to my playthrough of Brothers in Arms Earned in Blood. Let's continue from where we left off, and let's look at some of these that we've unlocked. La Barquet locks, then, now, and in-game. Select to view the image set. The chapter titled Hell's Corner takes place near the La Barquet locks near Carentan, France. Here, director Brian Martel surveys the locks to be recreated in Brothers in Arms Earned in Blood. The locks were a critical objective for the Allies in the invasion. When opened as seen this photo taken by the Gearbox survey team, the water flows freely between the Normandy estuaries and the English Channel. The map shows the flooded areas near Carentan. In 1944, the German occupiers closed the locks in order to flood the land, a strategy meant to slow invading Allied ground forces and drown paratroopers falling from the sky. Many dozen paratroopers were in fact killed by drowning in the flooded areas. That's what I was about to say. I was about to say that they would take advantage of that and try to flood it. Some of the flooded areas are clearly seen in this photograph taken during the invasion from an aircraft above Saint-Côme-du-Mont, looking to the southwest across the causeway towards Carentan. I think this is also an image of Purple Heart Lane, where Purple Heart Lane was actually a battle that took place when the Allies were actually pushing towards Carentan, and there was actually only one main road to go down, and there was actually very little trees for cover. The area was actually very wet like this, and the United States actually encountered Fallschirmjägers, which were German paratroopers that were dug in, and the US actually had thrown smoke grenades, and they had actually done a bayonet charge, and eventually they broke through and overran the German positions, but they took several losses. The reason it's called Purple Heart Lane is because a Purple Heart is the medal that you get when you get wounded, and because there was just so many casualties, that's what it was referred to as. After the locks were captured and opened, the flooding quickly ebbed away. The fields are clearly dry in this picture, taken several weeks after the fighting from an aircraft above Carentan, looking to the north towards Saint-Côme-du-Mont. Today the locks are open. This photo taken in February of 2005 reveals the La Barquet locks have changed little in 60 years. In 1944, Colonel Johnson and his paratroopers of the 101st Airborne fought a desperate battle against elements of the German 6th Fallschirmjäger Regiment. The paratroopers who survived the battle named this location Hell's Corners. And, about the German paratroopers that I was actually talking about, that war crime that I talked about with the Fallschirmjägers, how they basically executed that entire village in Crete in their June 1941 invasion. A lot of those same guys actually fought here in the Normandy campaign, and they were actually killed. The scumbag commander who actually ordered that massacre was actually killed in this in the invasion of Normandy. This historical photo reveals how the locks looked in 1944. This photo was taken just weeks after the Allies seized control of La Barquet and opened the locks. The image of the La Barquet locks from the game compares strongly to historical photographs. Wow. Look at that. Yeah. The developers did their research. Historical director John Antal. Colonel John F. Antal, U.S. Army retired, served 30 years in the U.S. Army. He entered the United States Military Academy at West Point in 1973 and retired on July 31st, 2003. Antal has commanded U.S. combat troops at every level from platoon to regiment. Antal is an airborne ranger and has earned the Expert Infantryman's Badge. He served in combat units in Germany, Korea, Kuwait, and the United States. He commanded an M1A1 tank battalion in the volatile demilitarized zone in Korea. His last Army assignment was Operations Officer G3 for the 165,000 Man 3 Armored Corps at Fort Hood, Texas. Antal now serves as military historian and advisor to Gearbox software on gaming titles such as Brothers in Arms. Hell's Corners Aerial Reconnaissance. In May of 1944, the Allies used spy planes to take many aerial reconnaissance photographs of the invasion area. This photograph depicting the La Barquet locks area has been reoriented so that the north is towards the top. Gearbox used the top-down aerial photos and the perspective photos as references to recreate terrain features that don't appear on the traditional hand-drawn maps. This perspective photo of the La Barquet locks area was taken in June of 1944 as the invasion was underway. SLA Marshall would often include copies of the aerial photographs in his after-action reports. This was exceptionally useful to the Gearbox team because Marshall added notations and other comments about where units were and in what direction they attacked. The title of this page is the AARs, is the positions at Hell's Corner. To assist in the layout phase of reconstructing the historical areas, the Gearbox team composited different historical photographs together to create a photo map of the area where the action takes place. This is the photo map for the chapter titled Hell's Corner. The photo maps were then used as layout guides for the designers and artists who built the areas in the game. Before the area was rebuilt in the game, designers would not note where combat and action took place in the area and would make decisions about how to relate the true history to gameplay experience. This is the layout guide for the chapter titled Hell's Corner, and I haven't ever seen any developer, do this much research into the area when they were making a war game than these guys. The Chateau, then and now in game. The Chateau Colombieres was used by German officers as a headquarters during the occupation, so it became a choice target for artillery and naval shelling as the D-Day battle raged on. In this photo taken a few days after the events that are recreated in the game, the US paratroopers had not only captured the chateau, but had begun to use it as an aid station for collecting and treating paratrooper casualties. During the fight, the chateau was continually pounded by shelling from both sides as it changed hands. The amount of damage it sustained during the fighting necessitated the eventual demolition and rebuilding of the place. The reconstructed chateau bears some similarity in style to the original, demolished building, but has lost some notable features, specifically the distinctive tall center roof and the side stone tower were lost forever. This photo was taken by the Gearbox survey team in early 2005. For Brothers in Arms earned in blood, Gearbox was careful to note the differences between today's architecture and the building that stood in 1944. This image of the Chateau Colombieres from the game bears much resemblance to historical photos. Another photo of the Chateau Colombieres from the game. Note the damaged portion of the building on the left and how the battle-stripped trees obstructed the view. An historical photo of the chateau reveals damage to the structure of the building and the trees. Wow. The side building to the chateau only needed to have its roof replaced after the war. This photo was taken in June of 1944 after the US paratroopers had seized final control of the buildings. The side building recreated in the game reveals German vehicles and equipment, as was typically stocked around barracks and officer HQs during the occupation. Today, the side building is still the original structure, only the roof has been replaced. Look at this slide and the previous one to see how the building looked then and now in the game. Wow. That's pretty cool. Allen and Garnet death certificates. Private Allen and Private Garnet are two members of the Corporal Hartsock's fire team and Sergeant Baker's squad. When they died near Saint-Côme-du-Mont, Hartsock's team was gutted. Allen and Garnet were inseparable, even as they were killed in action. This letter from Garnet's mother to Allen's mother is indicative of the kinds of communications loved ones back home would share with one another when looking for answers and consolidation in their grief. And this is one of the worst, jobs that you can have in the military, is when you are a commanding officer, and you have to write a letter to the families of your mates, your soldiers, that have basically been killed. And you have to explain to them what happened and that, their son, brother, friend had basically given his life in combat. And they try to always make these letters sound as nice as possible, but they aren't always completely truthful in them. So if the person had suffered extremely, like it was a really gruesome death, they will omit a lot of those details. They won't necessarily talk about that stuff. And also, the family members that read these letters, a lot of times they're just so grief-stricken, they will actually throw these letters out. And so somebody could be dead for months, and the family won't find out about it until many months later, thinking that their family member is still alive and fighting, but they've been dead for months. And so this letter would be titled January 9, 1945, but they would have died in June 1944, so this would be half a year later when this letter would be written. Actually, more than half a year later, close to 7 months, actually. But the thing about this is a lot of times also the family members would blame the officers that were leading them, when a lot of times it actually wasn't even their fault. This letter is specifically from Garnet's mother to Allen's mother. Dear Miss Allen, I appreciate your interest in helping me piece together what happened to our boys, those many months ago. I've now received 3 telegrams from the Army, and did not learn much in the way of details until the latter. I'm not entirely sure how much information they're released to you either, but I'm convinced our boys died together, and that's the way they wanted it. I've now received many pictures of our boys together from some of the other sons in the company. They also sent letters that contained their own sense of bereavement for the loss of Larry and Michael, but did manage to assure me of our boys' bravery in the face of the enemy. They did, however, keep all the details surrounding how they were actually killed completely withdrawn. Yeah. I am now feeling that we may never know exactly what happened, only that they died defending a friend named Private Kevin Leggett, who unfortunately was killed only a few days later at a battle outside of Carentan, France. Yeah. And they think that they were friends with Leggett too, that's the thing is, so they don't know the full details of what happened. I remember this scene now, I remember this completely, so I thought that Alan was the guy who died with Leggett, and I remember this now in Brothers in Arms, Road to Hill 30, I remember it now. It is becoming increasingly difficult to fall asleep at night without thinking of Michael's face. Those last few days before he left, I'm sure you share my grief with the loss of Larry. I hope you and Miss Allen are doing well. We are all about as usual. Sincerely, Miss Caroline Garnett. Recreating the weapons of 1944. Creating the weapons seen in Brothers in Arms Earned in Blood is both a laborious and time-consuming process. The creation of a single weapon may take upwards of 4 weeks and requires the talents of artists, animators, programmers, and audio engineers. To begin the process, extensively research is done on the history and operation of specific World War II era weapons. This includes books, photographs, and in some cases, hands-on familiarization with the actual weapons. Once all the necessary reference materials are gathered, a third artist begins to construct a weapon on the computer. Using specific measurements and comparing the 3D model to actual photo references, the weapon is shaped by manipulating thousands of 3D-generated triangles. As the weapon begins to take shape, another artist prepares the weapon to be textured. Using photo references, the texture artists map these images onto the 3D model, giving it a lifelike look. Once approved, the 3D weapon model is handed off to an animator. Armed with the experience of actually firing and operating World War II era weapons, the animator makes the 3D model function and feel just like it did in 1944. After the completion of the animations, the weapon is then handed off to an audio engineer. The audio engineer will record and create sounds to be used with the weapon model and animations. Once all the assets are created, the weapon is now ready to be integrated into the game code. A programmer now takes the completed 3D model and creates the functions and routines necessary for the weapon to work in-game. Finally, with the weapon integrated into the game code, it is thoroughly tested to guarantee quality and authenticity. All bugs or tweaks are noted, and the weapon is then put back through the process to fix the issues. While long and tedious, the weapon creation process guarantees that Brothers in Arms is the most authentic and realistic weapons found in any World War II shooter. Joe Hartsock was born in Laramie, Wyoming, and has lived there his entire life. He married his wife Irma when they were both 21 and had a child, Carol, just before he shipped off for basic. His past is checkered with sporadic bar fights and overnight arrests. Irma did her best to calm him down over the years and did an admirable job. So a lot of guys that would actually come back from World War II had a lot of mental issues, specifically PTSD, and this is one of them that one of the games that actually covers that. What also is something really messed up that a lot of people don't know about is that a lot of American soldiers, while they were actually away, their wives and girlfriends actually broke up with them or divorced them. That actually happened, and I cannot imagine the soldier coming back from PTSD and also finding out that his wife or girlfriend left him. I can't imagine that. I know that happens to Nixon in Band of Brothers, which was a true story, that his wife had divorced him when he was in the in the middle of fighting in Europe. All Hartsock ever wanted to do was defend his country and protect his family. He signed up for the toughest outfit he could find, the paratroopers. It was only once Hartsock got into the war and saw his friends start to die around him that he started to regret leaving his family at home in such a fragile state. Now his only goal is getting his men and himself back to home to see their families again. Sergeant Joe Hartsock, sir. Well, everyone calls me Red Hartsock, the Lieutenant Colonel SLA Marshal, in reference to his nickname influenced by the color of his hair. Okay. let's continue. Let's do it. June 21st, so now what? 2 weeks have passed. June 21st, so now 2 weeks have passed. And you guys told me you also wanted me to turn on subtitles, so I did.
Which brings us to Hill 30. Sergeant Baker did a good job on that line. Must have been one hell of a fight.
Baker didn't save us.
Excuse me, Sergeant?
Sorry, sir. What I mean is, I've been hearing a lot of talk around here that Baker saved us at Hill 30, bringing in the 2nd Armored Division and all. That's not what happened.
I need armor support now! I mean right now!
This is the final mission in Road to Hill 30, I remember now.
Leggett saved us. Just no one wants to talk about it.
Why is that, Sergeant?
Save me!
He somehow managed to reach HQ on the radio. They sent the tanks.
I can't confirm that. I thought Private Leggett's radio wasn't working.
He couldn't receive, sir, but he was transmitting.
And Sergeant Baker?
He loved being in the thick of it. Every time I turned around in Normandy, he'd been knocked out by artillery or mortar or some damn thing. Yeah, he earned his stripes. But so did the rest of us. And I do mean earned.
Baker got quite a scar. Is yours from that battle too?
How dare you touch my wife!
Can we just talk about Hill 30, sir?
Okay. Oh,
How
June
intense
13th.
would you say the fighting was?
1 week.
Christ! He's not moving!
Hartsock! There's just too many of them! You have to cut off their reinforcements on the left flank or we're all dead! Then get your ass back here! We can't hold the line all goddamn day!
Baker looks pretty bad, Sarge!
Get moving! Paddock, you with
So that's Baker down on the ground. That's the... You see this from the perspective of Red now. This is right before Leggett's death. Clear the left flank. Okay. This is when the SS was moving up on them. German reinforcements from the armor moved in from the south along the 101st left flank. 17th SS Panzer Grenadier Division. Yeah, these guys. And they are actually wearing SS Oak pattern camo too. Okay.
Campbell! Stay with me! On it! Coria! Alright, squad, get over here! I need you all here now!
get there!
Taking some fire! Get the hell over there!
You heard the man!
Campbell! Hurry up, over there! Give me a base of fire, and that was glorious! Fire in the hole! Campbell! Put some fire on him! Coria! Quick, go! Get the hell over there!
Oh crap! Didn't even see these.
Go over there!
Move your asses! Got it, Red!
Roger that!
Taking
Base
fire!
of fire for that gun!
Okay, we gotta help these guys. They're getting pinned.
Round the open here, Red!
Light them up now.
Got another!
He's got what was that?
I think I hit him. Fire!
Get up here now, 2 squad.
Campbell! Move your asses! Korea! Move!
Got it! What was that?
That's a damn MG42. Okay. Okay, there's no. We're not breaching it on the left.
Korea! Campbell! Rally on me!
Fall back, everyone. Yeah, we're not. There's no way we're breaching that thing on the left. On the right, I mean.
Korea! Campbell! Go! Over there!
Push.
Red, get back!
Crap. Okay.
I'm out! Move! Fast!
Here we go!
Korea! Go!
Get in cover, everyone, now.
Covered, what was that?
Campbell! Korean! Start firing there! Korean! Rally!
Man,
Firing! I got it!
gotta get around him!
I'm taking some fire here!
Korean!
Move there! Roger that!
Light 'em up.
Another down!
Let's give them all Campbell! Fire!
What was that?
Fire!
Hey, get down! Got another? There's no way, Red!
Korean! Hurry up! Over there!
Got it, Red! Got it!
Taking fire! Korean! Campbell! Double time!
Covering fire!
Suppress!
Covering fire!
Campbell! Fire Fire the hole! Throwing grenade! Korea! Set up there! Campbell! Get cover there!
On it! Keep shooting!
Korean!
Cover!
Campbell! Give me some goddamn fire!
Got a pin! I'm out!
Fire the hole!
Okay.
Hope you're not getting tired yet, boys!
Ooh. Okay.
Roger that! We got ground!
Move there, Campbell!
Here we go!
Fast!
Roger that!
Got it!
German reinforcements and armor moved in from the south along the 101st flank. And so at this time, Baker has regained consciousness and he's actually flanking around to get to the tanks. 17th SS Panzer Grenadier Division. Okay.
Taking fire!
Red, get
Crap,
down,
okay.
man!
Double time! Corian!
Got it! I'm under fire! Campbell!
He's hit! He's down!
Charge!
Let's
March!
finish him off!
Keep moving. We cannot stay here.
Cover me!
There's mortars. Keep moving.
Take cover there! Corian! Get cover there!
Light up the mortar team now.
Covering fire! Here we go! I can't get
Cover! Fire in the hole!
covering fire!
When there's mortars, you have to push. You can't stay or you'll die.
Get up here! March! Titan formation! Go! Corian! Go!
More SS, great. That's a Panzer IV. Crap, German medium tank. Panzer IV, yep. 17th SS Panzer Grenadier Division, German medium tank.
There's more of them!
Covering fire!
Stay with me! Corian! Bring it in!
Roger that! More Germans!
Crap, the tank's coming.
More fella!
There's more of them!
Taking some fire here!
Double time! March!
Red, get down!
Get them all! Don't let them get Corian!
Finish him off! He's down!
Through with me! March! Alright, squad! Get over here!
There's some fire! Got it!
You heard the man!
Press follow.
We're out in the open here, Red!
Another down!
March! Corian!
I'm gonna have them hide here. Hopefully the tank doesn't see them.
Roger that!
March! Corian! Move your asses!
Get out of there. Crap. Got you. I do like how they got the German tank uniforms right. They wore all black. That is what they wore in the war. A Panzerfaust has a range of around 60 meters. It would be able to hit a tank at this range. Okay. gotta be kidding me.
Marsh! Corian! Rally!
Ooh. Yeah, they did get the tank uniforms right. That is what German tankers wore. They wore all black. Let's see here. Where's my bar? Is it gone? Oh no, it's here.
Corian! Marsh! Let's go! Squad, form up! Roger that! Got it! Roger that! Marsh! Corian! Squad, fall in! Got it, Red!
You and your squad are vulnerable to German fire until Baker returns with reinforcements. Defend Hill 30, okay.
Marsh! Corian! Move! I'm hit! Let's move! Okay! Go! Marsh! Go! Over there!
Yeah, and that's Leggett that's dead there now.
Another down!
That is,
Marsh! Corian! Attack!
they're in the open, get them. Oh, there's the tanks. Okay, there we go. Light them up. Get them. Harder to hit this guy then.
He's down! That's all of them! I don't see anymore!
Ooh.
Keep your eyes on the planks!
That's Baker, yeah.
Anyone got a light?
Now it's a day later, Carentan.
This is when you were promoted to sergeant, correct? After you took Carentan?
Yes, sir. Had a little ceremony at the base of the church. But it was cut short by German mortar fire coming from the south side of town.
There was still some resistance? Who was with you?
Well, I had Paddock, Fryer, and Marsh from 2nd Squad. There were also some 1st Squad guys that Mac picked up after the drop. They got folded into second. Campbell, Page, and McConnell.
Okay, so, yeah, that's Baker.
Those mortars are coming from the train yard about a block away. Red, you go down the alley behind those houses and push through. We'll swing around the other side.
This is the ending of Brothers in Arms Road to Hill 30. It was right at the end when they were in Carentan and then the mortars started coming in. That's when the game ended.
Paddock!
Okay.
Get behind! Get up here! Let's go! Campbell! Paddock! Get the hell over there!
Roger that! I can't feel more there!
Campbell! Move there!
Got it!
Give him hell! Paddock!
Screw it, charge the station, do it.
Campbell! Paddock! Let's go! Squad, form up! I need you! Campbell! Set up there! Roger that! Quick! Go! Paddock! Go!
Push,
over
push.
there! I'm taking some fire here! A few more! Focus your fire! Campbell! There! Put your fire there!
Fire in the hole.
Fire in the hole!
Nice frag. Nice one. Okay.
Tell me if you don't see any more! Roger that!
On it! German!
Paddock! Campbell! Get cover there! Red, get back! Watch it! Paddock! Me open here, Campbell! Get a shot there!
Engaging the SS in close quarters now.
Wir werden alle sterben!
Throwing grenade! Put some fire on him! Campbell! Start firing there! Cover! Fire in the hole! Paddock! Campbell! Paddock! Campbell! Stay with me! Take cover there! Campbell!
What's going on? Oh, it's an MG42.
I'm under some fire here! I'm taking some fire here! Paddock! Get cover there! Taking some fire here! Paddock! Take cover there!
Get over here now. Move.
Taking fire! Paddock!
Get away from that MG.
Paddock! Get down! Move there! Everyone fall in! A few more! Some friends! Cannonball! Move! Shit, I'm hit! Roger, Paddock! Formation! Roger that! Paddock! Head! Get the hell over there! Covering fire! No!
Light him up. Wipe him out.
Reloading here! More Germans! Cannonball! Get him! Paddock! Focus your fire there! Keep up the fire! Cannonball! Fire there! Here we go! Covering fire!
There we go. Okay.
Rally on me! Paddock! Form up! Roger that!
Oh.
They're suppressed! Set up there! Campbell! I'm taking some fire here! There! Paddock! You're in the line of fire! This area's quick, too hot, man! No mercy for these Campbell! Let's give them all we got! Here we go! Firing! Fire in the hole! What was that? Guys, fall in! Paddock! Rally on me! Campbell! Paddock! Here we go! Move!
I knew it already.
I need suppressing. Campbell!
Use the building to get closer to them.
Move! Fast! Keep shooting! I need you over there! Taking fire! Fire! Drill him! Another down! Fire in the hole! Get behind me! Campbell! God! Fall in! On it! On it! Paddock! Mortar team! Take out that artillery! Paddock! Squad, gather up! Here we go! Roger that!
Damn mortar.
Get down! Paddock! Suppressing fire! We got Germans!
Damn, those SS mortars. Okay.
Looks like we flushed a lot of Krauts out into the open. They're getting away! We'll sit tight for a few minutes and regroup. Then we'll chase them down and rout the shit out of them.
Okay.
I'd been promoted maybe an
So, I guess we will wrap this up here, guys. Thank you guys for watching. I hope that you guys enjoyed this part. If you do drop a like, I'll see you on the next one. Take care, everyone. Have a wonderful day, guys.